When we look at the Pawan Kalyan Garu's journey, they didn't win any seats in the beginning of the elections, and he lost his both of the seats also. Though people have flooded like anything in his rallies, meetings, etc. So I'm not saying that like Vijay might experience the same thing, but at least that is an analogy before us. That filling the roads to see a film star or filling a theatre is totally different from filling a cadre and filling a ballot and bringing that person to vote and like giving him a confidence that I am the change you seek in. It took a good amount of journey for Pawan Kalyan Garu. When you look his beginning, he came with a very strong, powerful speeches, inspiration from the Chakravira, or like taking a very strong reverence from the left-wing ideology, and like both on an extreme level. And now we know that like he's traveling in the Sanatana Dharma path, and he has taken a strong relevance for certain strong Hinduistic ideologies. So this is his journey. It has changed a lot.
So he started from a leftist ideology.
Not completely a leftist ideology, but when you look at his agenda, symbol, and also the major part of his speeches, the color his party has chosen, and also the name he wanted to give for his volunteers or the state system, and the books he mentioned that what has inspired him. So taking along the reference of the Hinduism or Bhagavad Gita, he had a major influence from that ideology. And like
as he mentioned Marx anyway.
No, not Marx. Like he mentioned the questioning part, equality part, economic equality part,
Social
and
justice?
Yes, social justice part,
That's
and
he
also
mentioned
yes, he mentioned,
Yeah.
and he also mentioned when you talk about the deeper part of the secularism, he also mentioned that also. So I am saying that the requirement for Chandrababu Naidu Garu is as much as the requirement for Pawan Kalyan Garu at certain point was, because they were not ready to take any chance. And when you look at the result, everybody felt that the Janasena party of Pawan Kalyan Garu himself has compromised in taking the seats, not the otherwise.
Yeah.
Because they have won all the 21 seats and all the 2 MP seats they have won, and they have received a good amount of vote share.
Then it means that he had underestimated his potential.
Because
That's what it
yes,
implies.
that
When
is
in a post-election
true.
scenario, what I feel, he won all the seats, 21 out of 21. So, which is 100% success, which even other parties are. It means that he would have stand alone and take a
But
chance.
as going back just before to your question, you yourself has said, sir, like he has bargained the deputy chief minister position, and which is very impossible in the South politics.
Yeah.
But like so, I believe that it's a win-win case. And another thing is that whenever TDP is winning in certain constituencies, or even Janasena is winning in certain constituencies, we cannot attribute it to only one thing. It's just an alliance.
Yeah.
So obviously I want to go against the YSRCP, then I'll go to them, because that is the party which is winning. So we cannot overlook the TDP's presence in the constituencies where the Janasena has made a win. And the same goes to the TDP's winning also. So alliance is workable.
It is win-win.
And win-win, and the bargaining is also good enough.
Yeah.
Only-
Even after getting the simple majority,
Yes.
he offered him a deputy CM. He
Yes.
honored his this one,
Yes, yes,
They have the
absolutely.
whole alliance.
So, and they have made an alliance with the BJP also to be like more stronger case. And after the elections also, when you look at the alliance going on, so people have that idea that like whatever I am having the trouble with the ruling, then this is the major opposition which is standing with me. And then let me see what they are going to change. In that, Pawan Kalyan Garu has given a lot of strength. Now we cannot take it into numbers, but like he made his presence very strong, and he proved the point that Charishma gives you an opportunity, but leadership is well built from the grassroots level.
Yes.
He worked for that grassroots efficiency.
Shall I ask another question?
Yeah.
It's actually there is many opposition parties in Tamilnadu claims Vijay is not frequently meeting the media. How the Pawan Kalyan was, how the personality is. He is a very admiring person who used to frequently meet the press and the public. who does the field work. Actually, what the Vijay has the problem when he goes out of his, office, the fans are disturbing in such a very huge crowd.
No. For Pawan Kalyan Garu also, that is a very huge.
Then how he managed?
Okay. So coming to political scenario, he made a very strong opposition image in the beginning. He questioned as much as possible. He believed in the point of like questioning, and he took a stand on every small thing to a very big thing, and he didn't let it go. Like some girls suffering, some families happening, some villages having a problem. He made it a point that at least he's vocal about it. But at certain point of it, he learned that like without having a dynamic solution or power, this voice is being like more just a vocal version. So he went into the field, he addressed the issues, he was the person to take it, and then he made a promises, he came to the power. Now whether he's delivering it, he's proving himself as a successful leader in efficiency, that is yet to be seen because it is too early to judge. But still that confidence he felt, and that worked out.
And he is sharing the power.
He's
The
sharing the
better
power.
part is that, see, had he not been in power, it would be having very difficult. Now he is sharing the power, he is part of the government, he will be in a better position to deliver. So, as you mentioned just now, that actually sharing power sharing could be the better idea. That's, this is, I can infer from your discussion.
For them it worked out because he was ready to dilute his ideology or agenda, and that made a clear way, in a way that like, okay, coming to power is the first priority, and later we can think what can be the workabilities. So that is one thing. And that took a good amount of journey to decide it. It didn't happen immediately. It took a few years to learn that it is very difficult to build immediate cadre.
So he, if I'm not wrong, in 2014 he floated the party.
Yes.
So he traveled almost 10 years.
Yes.
Then he...
No, earlier also he gave support to TVK and BJP, then he withdrew it. And then the selections again he gave the support to the alliance. So he has done that thing earlier also. And only thing is that in Andra, Pradesh, or like when you look at the southern politics, the political parties are not like blindly ideologically based. People look at the individual leader in that locality. Like whether this person is the strongest person I'm voting for or not. And like most of the people, when you go and conduct the surveys or like take any kind of thing, they wouldn't even understand that like, okay, what is left or what is right and like what is going on.
That is only we people discuss about right and wrong.
So,
they don't put it in a correct perspective. What they get, ultimately at the end of the day, what they get.
What I'm receiving. What is the change I'm seeing for me. So that is one thing. And apart from this thing also, one more thing I can talk about Vijay sir is that when Vijay Garu has conducted the meeting, the first meeting, then it was a very big a moment of like what you say jerk in the total South politics. It was not something which can be ignored.
Nobody predicted. Many people, even the political analysts and other people, told that if the climate is not good, that the meeting will not be there. People won't be that much, coming. There are only fans. He cannot spend money. So like that, because he has never been into politics, he has never have any experience. He's very new. It is only a fan base on the weather data. But it was a joke, exactly what you said, mentioned. It was a joke that almost all the media cutting across the party, that much crowd, and that crowd also lively crowd. That is, that emotion, that emotional level that one can see, which nobody has predicted. But there was not a single incident which goes against it. Yes. That is number one. And recently he has started the BLA meeting, that is booth level agents. Because in Tamilnadu only there are two parties, one is ADMK and DMK, which are having the grassroots level cadres. But the other parties are not having. Though there is Simon and other few more people are there, they are not having. But he has started in BLA, started appointing. A zonal level meeting was conducted at Coimbatore. Roughly 8,000 to 10,000 people he trained. giant. So he starts working on that level.
Oh.
So that also he has done, but he is not meeting the media. That everybody is blaming.
No, sir, I can tell out of my experience that I have seen a different set of politicians. Charishma is also not comes under single categorization. Everybody's charishma is totally different. And now in the digital world, even if I am going to give a single statement, that can be broken into 10 different ways.
Yeah.
And that can be made into interpretation of like 10 different ideologies. So maybe not giving too much of media attention holds his dignity more than what he can take stand for. If he is having an agenda.
So it shows that he is left aligned, and he is above caste, creed, religion, language. He is above all these things. But if the name, implies that Tamilnadu Vetri Kalakam, unlike the Dravidian parties, he mentioned Tamilnadu Vetri Kalakam, something different from the Dravidian party. He wants to differentiate from those parties.
Okay.
So he fights for the welfare of the Tamil people. That is, he is also Tamilian. He is from one of the marginalized community. So he has come from that. He is not from a majority community. So like Andra Pradesh, there are two main castes who only normally comes. But he is from a marginalized section. But people support. M.G. Ramachandran was not from a major community.
Yes.
And Jayalalitha is from a minority community. And even Kalyan was not from the additional major community. These are all the examples. But to become a successful in politics, you don't have to come from that majority communities. So how it is your take on this particular?
Okay. So sir, see, caste is something which is inevitably very much persistent in the Indian politics.
Yeah.
And when you look at the north and south divide also, maybe north is strongly influenced by the caste in open categorization, but in the south, in the sublime levels, caste is definitely impactful. But not in a way that only this caste person will support this caste. Who is going to go for the upliftment of which caste will come into the question. I am being from one caste is different, but I am going to go with the public policies of upliftment of whom, and what is my beneficiary arena, and what are the policies I am trying to target. That is one thing. And I am sure that whenever a person comes from a marginalized categorization, it will be a good check on the society. And whenever someone is supporting that area, it doesn't need to be that they have to rise from that area. If they are from that area, it is well and good. If they are not also, it is good.
If they are empathetic.
If they are empathetic.
The empathy part is much more
Yes.
important.
And see, you take from history, you look at the Buddha's journey and how he has questioned the total social structure, and he asked for the economic equality. Even before the Marx, he might have done it. And how Ambedkar has owned the Buddhism because he felt comfortable there.